And Angela, you spent the last 3 days in that area, Swannanoa, which is one of the hardest hit areas. You were there first for most of that time. What was it like?
Absolutely heartbreaking. And I want to show you some of the video that we shot while we were there, because it was really hit. One of the hardest communities I saw that was hit. The Swannanoa River came out of its banks and just, ripped homes off the foundation. Even the asphalt, the roads there, they were ripped off, so you were almost driving on gravel, which kicked up a lot of dust. So it's still, that area still, they're really starting the recovery process. I mean, there's a lot to be done. Kind
of explains why that reporter had a mask on too, probably.
Oh, the dust is awful. And it just coats you, and it's in your mouth. And they've got people out there trying to hose down the roads and the driveways and shopping centers. But I mean, it's just, I really feel for the people there and everyone we talk to and just what they're experiencing. I'll tell you, the one thing about Swannanoa is a lot of them don't want to leave. They've actually put tents along the riverbank, and they're just sleeping there because they don't want to leave their properties.
What about actually getting there? A lot of us head up that way this time of year to see the fall colors. I-40, major interstate. Can you see anything different from just cruising toward Asheville and I-40? And where did it start to get bad?
Yeah, you can. You can see where the landslides occurred, especially at Old Fort. Right. That there was a landslide that went right across there on 40. And so that was part of the problem in the initial recovery stages. They couldn't get to that area because of that landslide. So they had to clean that up. But you can see where the damage is along 40, where the landslides occurred. But for the most part, 40 is open. But a lot of people that I talk to want the visitors, the looky-loos, just to stay out.
Yeah, because you get in the way.
Right, it's a long process. This was actually Old Fort. This is that area. That was a home that was destroyed that was right there actually sat right next to Mill Creek. And it's just a creek. And everyone now says it feels more like Mill River because it came so far out of the bank, something that they have not seen in that area. And that's Camp Greer. This is like a makeshift community. They have their own septic system. They have their own electricity. And that's a safe haven for people in that area where they can go and just, have a place to sleep because they've got cabins there because it's a summer camp. So they can sleep, they can do their laundry, they can get a hot meal, and they can take naps, all that stuff. So
make it as normal as they can.
It is that they all said this is like the most normal we felt in months or weeks.
You were sharing something with me, and it kind of gives me goosebumps just to even think about it. You were looking at the rubble, and you were just seeing things buried.
Yeah. I mean, I saw a child's binder that had pictures that they had drawn. We saw a little, like a little figurine angel and walkers and crutches and new rivers that have been created that came off of the Swannanoa River. And I talked to a young gentleman who used to live in Swannanoa, and he was evacuating because he just moved to Florida. He walked up and he said, "This is where I used to live." And the house was still intact, but right next to it, there was this brand new little creek. He said that wasn't there. And inside the creek were cars, were boats. The debris it's going to take a really long time to get all of that debris out.
Yeah. What's everyone telling you? Because we're down here feeling helpless. We can't go up. We want to do something.
Right.
They don't necessarily need everything anymore, and they don't necessarily want us up there right now.
Right. So I'm being told they've got plenty of water. The things they need right now, they need money. They want you to go and donate money to these small communities, and also clothes. And one quick thing, I talked about going to Asheville and going up 74A and trying to make my way to Chimney Rock and Lake Lure, which, was just devastated. This is some of that video, but on our way, we stopped in Girton, and the fire chief, he was so exhausted talking to me, and he didn't want to. He was like, "We need you guys to get out of here because it's just a 2-lane road, and they have DOT, and they have linemen out there trying to restore power and to get the roads fixed." And so, in the end, he just said, just to let people know, please don't be a tourist. Stay out of the area. These small mountain towns, less than 100 people, less than 1,000 people, they need their space and peace right now.
And really quickly, we do have information on our website, CBS17.com, for people to get to make some donations through our parent company, Nexstar. There's a link there to go straight to the Red Cross.
Money. They really need money. All right, we'll be right back.